Welcome to Comfort Time with Auntyunike, where we share testimony stories. Today we just want to share on a topic that one of our listeners has talked about, and this is support for couples who are having challenging times vis-a-vis children. So that is what we're going to share, especially in the case of chronically ill children, like children with sickle cell. So with our mother, who is a nurse, who has seen ailments, different types of ailments, and also a mother who gives information as Vanachimbosa, I thought that would be a good topic for us to discuss and to encourage the couples. So, Madam Masabo, welcome once again to Comfort Time.
Thank you very much to be given that privilege to be here again.
Thank you. So, as was explained before in a different video, Ms. Gertrude Mlenga Masabo is a retired nurse. She was trained here in Zambia, trained in the UK, and only retired 2 years ago from the UK. So we are really grateful that she found time to be with us and is free to share. So today we're just sharing as mothers, as grandmothers, how you, our children, should conduct yourselves in challenging times. So, Vana Masabo, this is the topic for today. Abana badilomba ati tulechula umlando wakwe bati tatule umfwana, especially mufyupo nga twakwata abana abalwere like ena mwana wakwe akwata sickle cell.
Yes.
Bambi balekwata ma challenges because of abana kuba bachakolwa kuba fili junkies shani. So bale bati bashitata especially balabutuka, and sometimes even banamayo balayana boayana mayo ashomwa umeka nabana. So kuti mwabafuirisha ko shani kubafunde fe bafuira okulayikala.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, we have noticed that men in Zambia are not very helpful in supporting children when they are not well. Like you have mentioned, sickle cell anemia. When a child is suffering from sickle cell anemia, it's not only the mother's fault, it's both the parents and both parents, man and woman, are involved, and they should equally give the support to the child. Sickle cell anemia is very painful. One parent cannot manage alone. It has been noticed that when the child has got that chronically ill condition, it's when the woman who's seen bringing the baby or the child at the hospital without the father. We know that the father is the head of the family, and it's their privilege. To you men out there, we give you respect because that is your privilege. But when you are the head of the family, you must know what the head means. The shoulder cannot go above the head. So just saying go to the hospital, it's not enough. You have really to take it. Maybe if today she's tired, your wife is tired, your husband, you have to take the child to the hospital for review. It's not that the woman needs material; they need their support, physical support to be there.
This reminds me of the story you shared with me, where this man was making his wife, who had recently had a baby, carry a bag of milk.
Yes.
Maybe you can share with us.
Yes, I met one man. I think that man thought I was crazy. I was doing my little shopping at Choppies in Ibex. So I was following a couple on the queue. This man, it seemed like he came from a place of work. So the woman looked very pale. Me being a nurse, I noticed that that woman had no enough strength, and she was holding a baby. So I peeped at the baby. The baby was about a week or 2 old. So that man paid for he had a bag of 25 kg meal. And he bought it, they came out before me. So immediately they reached the entrance, he gave that 25 kg to the woman who was carrying a baby. So quickly asked that attendant, can you please push those things, I want to go. So that girl did that, then I followed. I put everything in my car. Then I followed them, I couldn't catch them. So I got in my car and followed them, so I found them. I packed and I called the woman. I said, who's that woman? Said, my wife. Not whose baby is that? Mine. How old is the baby? 2 weeks. I said, you come. I asked the woman to come to stop. I went to her. I said, you choose. Either you take this 25 kg of meal and carry the baby in your back and leave this woman to walk. Do you know what it means to have labor and to have a child in 2 weeks? Umuntu wampaka mutwiko unga nakamwana ero bene balenda time time. I said, no mommy, that's not it. No, just carry this. Then I'll carry this woman in my car. You carry your baby. This baby is also yours. And this meal we are going to eat. And when she will reach home, she will start cooking. So he looked at me and said, carry the bag. I called the woman, gave her a lift, and I dropped her home with the baby. I left that man with a bag of ubungalesa na upanu mapacha kuchainda, you know.
I thought you were mad.
So that's it. Those things, small things like that, to us women is big. To you men don't see it like it's something.
Oh, but that was cruel. I mean, it's just common sense. You can't allow your friend to carry a baby and carry another burden. And then you are just walking without anything. I think that's just cruel.
Yes.
It's not even just unkind. It's cruel. It's evil.
Yeah, because I've noticed in our families, when the child is not
excelling,
it's my son, he's going to university, got 6 points. When a child gets pregnant, you see what you've done to your daughter. That daughter of yours is pregnant. I don't know how we are going to live in this house. But so I'm urging the men to work together. Problems share with them and together with your wife. Sit together, know what you can do for that baby or for that child, for your son or for your daughter. Especially nowadays, Auntyunike, we've noticed that our children, before you know it, they are drinking, they're smoking, whatever they smoke, we don't know.
And it's really sad. And again, it comes to the same thing. When they end up being drunkards, or they call them junkies nowadays, then you are told that's your child. Look what your child is doing. When you've been together at bringing up those children, even when good things come, you should enjoy together. When bad things come, you should enjoy. You also suffer together.
Yes.
The thing is, I'm seeing that kwete uluse. There's no compassion for each other. I know it's painful and it's embarrassing, especially for the men, when you see your child not doing well. But it's not your fault. Children now, there's peer pressure, there's so much they're dealing with, and you can give them the best and they still turn out not right. But you should not take it at yourself and say, it's my fault, never I gave birth to a bad child. No, it's not your fault. But you need to support each other with the wife so that you go through it together. It doesn't mean that because it's too painful for you, you can't bear it. you leave the whole burden to your friend.
It should be helping.
That's
why, yes, that's why we are women are called helpers. You are the head and your wife is an helper. That's what we need in the families. And please, let's talk to the children. Let's talk to our sons who are in those bad habits. We call them bad habits because they are not bringing any future to our grandchildren or our daughters or our sons. Let's have time to talk to them. They will run away from home and they will do more worse things than you expect.
Show them love.
Show them love.
Yeah, that's all they are looking for. In most of the times, they look for the love in the wrong places, and especially the girls, when they really want to have love of their fathers. So when you don't give your daughter love, she'll look for the next boy or man who will just show her a bit of attention. She will think that is love. And then he impregnates her and leaves her. And then now the cycle continues. So children need attention from both parents. But girls want more attention from their fathers, just as boys also want attention from their mothers and their fathers. So they need attention from both parents. We each have a role to play. And on the issue of sickle cell anemia, this is something that babies inherit from the parents, isn't it?
Yes. Sickle cell anemia, I think those who are affected with sickle cell, they explain to them. Some people, they don't understand it, how it come about. Sickle cell anemia, it comes from both parents when they are carriers of the sickle cell anemia. So when they are carriers, when they marry, they produce a child who's got sickle, who now has got the diseases. Both parents are carriers.
Okay. And this brings us back to if you look at the video that we did on how to determine the sex of your baby. We did a video that can help you for those who may be wanting, you have a girl, you want a boy, or you have a boy, you want a girl. We did a video and we'll show the link on this video. In that video, we explained of how a couple were married for 15 years and they failed to have a child. After 15 years of marriage, because of pressure from parents, from relatives, from just everybody, they broke up, even if they loved each other very much. And then a year later, the man got with another woman and she was pregnant. 2 years later, the girl got with another man and she got pregnant. And we were all stunned. Now that was explained later that there are blood types that no matter what you do, if you get married, you will not have a child. And what Mom has explained about you being carriers, you can only know that if you have tests. So it's very important, much as you fall in love and you want to be together, if your intention is to have children, go and get tested for all these things that you can eliminate. Because if you know you will never have a child together because of your blood types, then you make a decision if you are going to get married or if you won't get married. And if you know that you are carriers of sickle cell and you know what it means, you make a decision before you go into it, rather than bring into the world a child who's going to suffer throughout because you were negligent.
Yes, nowadays, now what it is that before the couple gets married, they do tests like HIV and the sickle cell test. So if they are found to be both positive or even if it's HIV, they don't allow them to marry, especially in my church, Catholic church. The priests, when they go, they go through those lessons for 3 months. So the one of the lessons, or they ask them to go and have those tests.
Oh, great.
Yeah, before they start teaching them.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, so if they are both HIV positive, they don't marry them. If they've got sickle cell in their family, they don't allow them to get married.
Oh, that's very good. I wish everybody can adopt that.
Yeah, if they're allowed, they ask them to, like you have explained, to know the situation, whether they will accept it, to marry both of them and to take the precautions, or...
Yeah, at least they are making a decision knowing what the consequences will be, rather than just finding out later that you bring this child into the world and the child is always sick, the child is suffering, and the quality of your life as a couple is also very challenging when it's something that you could have stopped, you know?
And Auntyunike, you know, where the child has got a sickle cell or any chronic disease, if the child is shown love, both parents, they are for her or him, there's good outcome of in health things and taking medication, because the mother and the parents are there for her, and they know they are loved. It's very, very important to help in treatment. The emphasis is on men. You know, some few years ago, even now, when the woman of the house is ill, admitted in the hospital, she will just stay 1 week and the husband will get fed up looking after her. Next, they will say, sister, so that they will go for another woman, leaving her home, leaving her family to come and look after your wife.
Which is not fair.
Which is not fair. Immediately the wife, the somebody comes to help, instead of him to be there to help each other, he will disappear, not even going to see the woman at the hospital. That is very common with you men. Please, we urge you.
You need to do better.
Yes. Just like you said, for better, for worse. Until death do you part. Look after each other.
But in looking after each other, we are not just leaning heavily on the men. We know that there are also some very good men who suffer at the hands of women. There are some women who are not serious. I've seen women who are cruel, who even they will beat men, they will behave badly, and the man just puts up with it because he's a decent man. Maybe he'll just walk away. But for such, get help. Because clearly when you have such a situation, either it's the man behaving like that or it's a woman, don't suffer in silence. That's why they've shot someone. Because you are carrying burdens that are too heavy to be carried by you individually. Yeah. So when you see that you are not happy, things are not okay, get help.
Get help.
Get people to help you, talk about it. Don't carry it inside, because once you hold something inside, it has to come out through another way, and normally it's not a good way how it will eventually erupt. So please love each other, love yourselves more. You love yourself and then love others, because you can only give from what you have. If you don't have love inside you, you don't have the capacity to give that love. You give exactly what you have. If it's hatred that's inside you, that's what you give to other people. If it's pain that you have inside you, that's what you give to other people. So check yourself, love yourself, so that only love is shared, not horrible things. Oh wait, I thought we should at least encourage our children, our grandchildren, that it's important to show support and love for each other. Because it doesn't make sense that you agreed to get married, you're married, maybe you didn't know your status before, now you have a child who is suffering, who is troubled, and that now becomes a source of dividing you. We shouldn't allow that.
Yeah, sickle cell patients need attention. They need love. They are not easy to nurse alone. And in marriage, you just have to tolerate each other. A man tolerates a woman, and a woman tolerates the husband, rather than going to the extremes of hating each other because of the child. That child was brought into the world
because you loved each other.
You loved each other. They came out of love, not from hate, out of hatred.
I don't know about tolerating. You should enjoy each other. Tolerating means you are just surviving. No. There should be...
You know what? Sometimes we just have got that blaming system. However, Linga, Navena Stephen, I like to tolerate for your rubbish, you know. Mom, you like to tolerate now, we need to tolerate for his rubbish. Then at the end,
you live a blissful life. That's what that should be our focus. That we should live a blissful life. You should be happy. Challenges will always be there. You will fight, you have conflict, you sit down, you talk. Pia Peter, you start a new life. Not if you are going to Mlerwa, you know, this one is in hospital. No, we don't want to hear that. It's been too much of that. It's not right.
It's grieving us. So sad.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anthony. We'll continue.
Yes.
On these topics of helping our children, you know.
How they need that. So please share love. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So please share love, not hate. Comfort Time continues. See you in the next video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share our videos. And also don't forget to be healthy. We shared already in the other video about SOD, super oxide dismutase. This is a nutrient that heals the cells, and because it heals the cells, it heals the entire body. So whether you have blood pressure, you have stroke, stroke, it just takes a week, 2 weeks to a stroke atampo kulanda, atampo kwenda. Whether you have arthritis or whatever ailment, erectile dysfunction, diabetes, fiance, because it's not a medicine, it's a nutrient that brings the SOD back in your body to allow the cells to function normally. So don't suffer. Even sickle cell, fiance, it helps. So please don't suffer. Help is here. Just search for SOD. Come to Comfort Time. Get the numbers on the screen, whether it's through the number for Pangu Pano you didn't share. You go to Pangu Pano for more counseling, or you come to Comfort Time. You've got Auntyunike at auntyyunike.com as a website where you can go and check for more information, or you go to the website bestnut@gmail.com, or you get the number on the screen. All those are places where you can get help. So don't suffer. My people suffer for lack of knowledge. We are sharing the knowledge. So don't suffer. Get the knowledge, get healthy, get well. So help is here. Come to Comfort Time. Come to Pangu Pano, and the information will be given for counseling and other help that you might need. So Comfort Time continues. Remember to give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share our videos widely so that more people can be helped. See you in the next video.